Today we are going to talk about a company that is from auto ancillary sector, and I've been reading the annual report for this company, and I found some interesting facts and growth opportunities about this company. So I'll be reading this report along with you on this video. So let's start the video. So first of all, what is the name of the company? The company we're going to talk about today is Racl Geartech. It's a 30-year-old company. Before I tell you more about this company and start reading annual report with you, let me first give you a disclaimer that this is not a recommendation, and I have invested in this stock. I have invested in invest. My research may be even be biased, so please do your own research before investing. Uh, okay, now let's quickly get to the company itself. So, what does the company do? So, this company basically is a roughly 30-year-old company, and it was started by Mr. Gurcharan Singh, and he has been since with the company with since inception itself. Uh, these are some interesting facts about the company. Basically, what this company does is this company makes gears, gear shafts, which are basically used in automobiles, cranes, and not large vehicles itself. Uh, okay, this was some basic info. You can read more about this company later. I'll quickly jump into the main context, which is annual report itself. So this is the annual report for this company. Let me just first give you a highlight about how their financials look like. So uh, as you can see there, this is the revenue, and in the last 5 years, if you calculate the CAGR, you will find that it was roughly around 14.5%. And in terms of PAT, what I can see is that PAT grew from roughly 8 to 24 crores, which is basically at a CAGR of 25%. So this is what it the revenue has growth, and also you can see that over here that this company has a very large portion of revenue coming from two-wheelers itself. uh, okay, these are some basic info. Now let me just show you what is more interesting. So uh, now the interesting fact about this company is this is Mr. Gusharan Singh, and on the first pages you can read what he's saying about the company. So what he's saying is he uh, again he tells you some basic info about PBT and PAT, which you can read over here. What is interesting I found is that this company envisions to become a 500 crore company by end of 24-25. And if you go back step, right now you know that they are doing a revenue of 225. So the opportunity is just being double in terms of revenue within next 2-3 years. Uh, now this is what interesting feel. Again, a lot of things we'll have to research, but this is the growth aspirations of this company. So let's proceed further, and I'll skip some sections. I'll quickly jump to the main piece. Okay, let me just guide you as well. So uh, we come to the next page. Next page. This is a page, not important. We have to jump to page number 39. I'll quickly jump through. Okay, so this is where company has mentioned their management discussion itself. So I've edited the key highlights. So basically what they're saying is that the auto component is still growing in the last few years. Despite you might have been hearing it's a recession, yes, it was a tough period, but it has been somewhat growing, not very fast, but still decent enough. Again, and the company tells about the the company tells about the growth of the global gear market itself. It's growing 6%. It's not a double digit growth, but it's a very decent growth considering how big this industry already is. uh, Company tells more about itself and the global market. I'll just skip this piece. I'll come to the main interesting part once again. So over here the company tells us that uh, the company, so basically the revenue of the company is distributed uh, in the ratio of 70 to 30. So 70% roughly is export and 30% is domestic itself. um, Also we've already seen that the revenue comes from majorly from two-wheelers itself. uh, Now this is something interesting piece. So yeah, I'll just show you some more financials once again. uh, okay, so okay, let's do one thing. I'll break this video in two parts because I have to explain everything to you, and so it's better if I explain to you in the next video. So for timing, I'll just show you what is interesting. So now we have already read this part that the company wants to double their revenue top line within the next 2-3 years. We read this piece over here. So but we also know that this is a recession time. So will this company be able to grow? That is the main question. So the interesting thing is I was reading their conference call, and as you can see in this conference call, there was a question that was raised that uh, since that majority of revenues is coming from export, and given how things are turning out globally, will we see any slowdown? And once again, Mr. Ghorshalan saying itself clarifies on this part that in fact there is no slowdown for them, and in fact given they are into luxury segment, their numbers and sales are increasing because of this piece. And this was very interesting piece. So, and the management is very confident about achieving the revenue itself. Uh, so you can see it, and this is a very ambitious management. So again, throughout the conference call you will find these clarities, and the important thing is the reason I showed you this chart in the beginning itself is it shows in the tendency. So if you'll go back in the next videos, you will deep dive further into the older reports. It clearly shows that this company has been delivering what it has been committing. So management has been proving themselves right and right over the time. Yeah, so this was a bit about this piece. I have few more things to tell you, but I'll make a separate video where we can discuss all these things. So this was just a part one. Thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It's a new channel, and don't forget to like and share with your friends.